Hi students, in this video we'll discuss about the database issues in mobile computing. In this database issues, the topics are database hoarding techniques, caching invalidation mechanisms, client server computing and computing with adaptation, transactional models, query processing, data recovery and quality of service issues. By the end of this unit, we'll learn about what are the problems will occur in the database in your mobile and how can you resolve those problems, and how the data recovery will be done in your mobile, and how the data will be retrieved from the database to the mobile devices. So first we will know the definition of an database. So what is my database? So database is the place where the information or records will be stored like an systematically. So basically in the database, the data will be stored like an table format. In the table we are having the rows as well as the columns. In the same way, database store the data in a logical manner. But in a mobile device, so database is a large amount of data, but in our mobile device it is not possible to store the large amount of data due to the memory constraints. So for example, if you take a mobile, we are having some 16 GB or 32 GB of memory only, but database is a large amount of data. It is not possible to store in our mobile devices. So this mobile device is not always connected to the server or network. Neither does the device retrieve data from a server or network for each computation. So actually for every computation, the mobile devices need to connect with the server or network, but it is not possible for every time. We are not always connected with the server or network. For every computation we need to connect. So what we have to do, we are doing the device caches some specific data which may be required for future computation during the interval in which the device is connected to the server or network. Means while you are connecting with the device, so whatever your future computation needs, we are retrieving that data, we are caching that data. So caching is nothing but list of records or list of data. Data cache is nothing but list of records or list of data. So whatever the data will be needed for future purpose, we are storing that data from the server. So means we are caching entire saving a copy of selected data or part of a database from a connected system with a large database, which means that we are whatever the future need, the data will be copied from your connected device from the large database, and that particular data will be hoarded in your mobile device database. That cached data is hoarded in your mobile device database. Means మీకు ఫ్యూచర్లో ఏదైతే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కావాలో ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏం చేస్తున్నాము, వెన్ యూఆర్ కనెక్టింగ్ విత్ ద సర్వర్ వీఆర్ కాపీయింగ్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ డేటా ఇంటూ యువర్ మొబైల్ డివైస్. మీన్స్ వీఆర్ సింప్లీ హోల్డింగ్ that particular data into your mobile device. You can use this particular holding data even if you are not connected with the server or network. So see here, hoarding of the cached data in database ensures that when the device is not connected to the network, the data required from the database is available for computing, which means that మీరు నెట్వర్క్తో కనెక్ట్ కాకపోయినా కానీ మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఆ డేటా అనేది కాపీ చేసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి ఆ డేటా అనేది మనం నెక్స్ట్ కంప్యూటేషన్కి మనం యూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో సింపుల్గా చెప్పాలంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, డౌన్లోడింగ్ ద రింగ్ టోన్స్, music, video clips. So when you are in the offline mode also, you can use that particular music, ringtones as well as your video clips. So that is nothing but your database hoarding. So the entire database is hoarding will be done in application type itself. So this database hoarding will be done in the application type itself. So see here we are having the two figures. A as well as the B. A shows the API at mobile device sending queries and retrieving data from the local database, and B figure shows that the API at mobile device retrieving data from the database using database to E. So see here in the first figure where we are using the one tier architecture, means we are having the mobile device API and database. So in this particular one tier architecture, the mobile device is sending queries to the database, and this mobile device is retrieving the data from the local database. Okay, so here is an application or database on mobile device in the first architecture, sorry, first figure. So coming to the second figure, we are using one program. So this is also example for a one tier architecture, but we are using one program here. The program name is database to everywhere at device. So this is the program. By using this program, mobile device is sending queries to this particular device, and this particular device will be sent to the device database. So after reaching the queries, the device database will sending reply to the mobile device, means mobile device is retrieving the data from the device database. So in the same way, we are using one client server computing. We are in this particular thing, we are using the one tier and two tier and three tier. Total 3 architectures we are using. So this particular thing we are calling as a client server computing. Here mobile device we are called as a client, and here application server is nothing but a server here. So we are using the servers at the type 2 or application server or enterprise server database at type 2 and type 3, and here using the mobile devices. So mobile devices is sending queries to the server, and server will reply to the mobile device, means the mobile device is retrieve the data from the application server. So in the second figure, we are using the multi-processing system. We are the more number of process 1 to process j, more number of nothing but a multiprocessor system, and we are using one shared memory. So this particular shared memory will be distributed to all the processors. See, if one of the processor lost the data, it can retrieve the data from the another processors also. So this is about the database hoarding technique, and you already know cache is nothing but a list or database of items that are stored at the device. Okay, so this is about the database hoarding. So the main advantage of database hoarding is there is no access latency, which means that there is no delay in retrieving the required record from the server over wireless mobile networks. అంటే it means మనం ఎప్పుడైతే మొబైల్ డివైస్ అనేది సర్వర్కి రిక్వెస్ట్ క్వరీ అనేది పంపిస్తుందో, సో సర్వర్ అనేది ఇమ్మీడియట్గా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది మొబైల్ డివైస్కి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేస్తుంది. దెర్ ఈజ్ నో యాక్సెస్ లేటెన్సీ. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద వన్ ఆఫ్ ద అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ యూజింగ్ ద database hoarding. And coming to the disadvantage of hoarding is consistency of the cache data with the database at the server needs to be maintained. So this is the disadvantage of using the database hoarding technique. So the next data caching will explain in the next video. Thank you.